He justified it by saying that, you know, you can always tell when he was happy or mad based on his head. Which I think is good for humans. We need that.
Mine's much more mundane, real world. I would travel in time. I was tempted to say X-ray vision, but I'll back off of that. Say traveling in time, because that way I could go back in time and buy all the key first issues. And I could come back in time, and I could be very wealthy, and sit around reading comics all the time. I'd have to worry about the bills.
It's okay, you were boring.
Question over here, young man.
This is a question for both of you. What was your favorite comic?
My
Of all
favorite
time,
comic,
when they were kids, of all time, when?
my favorite comic of all time was Superman versus Muhammad Ali. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay? You know that I created Jon Stewart. You know who Jon Stewart is? Comedian on
Green light.
We have a responsibility in comics to promote equality. And when Julie Schwartz came up with the concept of Superman versus Muhammad Ali, which I thought was the dumbest idea since, you know, upside down trees, I thought about it for a while and I realized, you know what? Ali is a Superman to me. He really is. He wasn't a regular guy. He was a guy who not only became champion 3 times, he hadn't been champion a 3rd time, but he fought for his people, he fought for justice, he fought for the rights of man. He didn't want to go into other countries and kill people just because they had different colored skins than his. And he didn't believe in it, and he sacrificed his, essentially, career to do that. I did a cover for ESPN magazine where they had, and at the turn of the century, they had the 100 greatest athletes of the century on the cover, and it was a cover that was an exact copy of Superman versus Muhammad Ali, except it was Ali and Jordan, Michael Jordan, and they were the last two, you know, the 2 greatest athletes of the century, and you had to vote if you were, I guess, on the staff of ESPN magazine, who would it be, Ali or Jordan? And I did the cover, and it looked exactly like Superman versus Muhammad Ali, but it was Jordan and Ali. I noted there were 2 black guys, and I thought that was very interesting. And then I noted that the writers of ESPN magazine voted Jordan, and I thought, that sucks. You know, not that I don't have a problem, you know, I think Jordan's a great athlete and all that. I love when he dunks, he sticks his tongue out. But he does, you know, go and gamble and others. And Ali fought for his people. And I think that's important. I think that is so damn important that there's nothing almost as important as that. Part of the reason why I created Jon Stewart instead of Julie's name for him, which was Lincoln Washington, was because we needed a black superhero in a country that was fighting its way out of its own bullshit. And a contribution like that, I feel, is significant and important. And I think that book has all those things in it, but it has lots more in it. And every once in a while I compare that book, that Superman versus Muhammad Ali, to other books. And I see everything else coming up short. I think that was a really excellent comic book. And I'm ashamed to say that because I did it. But I do think it's important and significant, and I think it's important for our industry. I'm starting to see Spanish-speaking characters now. I'm seeing comics coming from all over the world. I'm seeing equality in comic books as the culture is finally beginning to accept proper equality. So I think, yeah, that's it. That's my reason.